so I've decided to do a video for YouTube and Twitter and a bunch of different people. And I'm doing it handheld, so pardon the shakiness. Anyway, the reason I'm doing this video is because recently I've been posting a lot about how I've been going auditions and acting and this and this and that, and haven't really told you how it happened, and it is unreal how it happened, so you need to know. I work for a large grocery store chain here in Texas. I live in Austin, Texas. That's where I'm from. And one day I was working at a store that I will not mention, because if you live in Texas, I think you know which one it is. And before I say it, I don't want to get in trouble, so I'm not going to say it. Anyway, I was working in the cafe, and the Austin Film Society just happens to be next door to the establishment I work at, which is a retail establishment, and I am was at the time a cashier in the cafe of this store. So a lot of the regulars from the studios would come in and eat there. I was approached. I was just thinking, yeah, right, but the guy asked me, hey, do you want to be in an Al Pacino movie? And I was just like, yeah, pretty much what you expect. I was like, sure, yeah. And so he gave me his card, and the lady with him was like, you better call us because we're going to email you. So anyway, I didn't believe it, you know. I called them, emailed them, and there I was for my first audition as an actor ever at the age of 38 years old. Yes, I am 38, and I was discovered. So I went in for the audition, just not thinking anything, just like go with it. I was originally going to audition for a different character, but it just didn't work out. It didn't feel right. So I auditioned for the character named Robbie, who is in the film Manglehorn, which is Manglehorn. I'll post it here at the bottom of this so you can see it. And my IMDb page and all that other stuff, which is unreal, as I'd like to say, still, you know, processing this all. This was in December when this happened of last year. Didn't hear anything after my audition. 3 weeks later, actually, then I heard that the director, David Gordon Green, who you might know for Pineapple Express, Your Highness, movies like Prince Avalanche, critically acclaimed movie he just had come out and called Joe with Nicolas Cage. He's done major Hollywood films and then basically like American Gothic stories, which is kind of cool. And I went in and met with him. The guy who was auditioning for the role as well was there for about 30 seconds and left. And so I went in and I was there for about 20 minutes, which I found to be a really good sign. I just, you know, David as a director is amazing. He just lets you breathe and live in the character and kind of develop the character with him, because he has an idea of who it is, but he lets you kind of fill that in. Anyway, cut to the chase. I got the role 4 hours later. Unreal. Freaking out. Several weeks go by. Filming's not even for like a couple months. I'm like waiting forever. And I go into costuming. You know, I'm working at my regular job. When I go to costuming, I find out that the person that I will be working with and that is going to be side by side with me all day is none other than Academy Award winner Holly Hunter, who I totally admire, and had a heart attack that I was just like, I'm in the fitting rooms just thinking, wow, I'm working with Holly Hunter and Al Pacino. This isn't happening. It was really hard to process. Still is. I'm just gonna kind of cut to a lot of different things. We started filming. It was everything that I thought it was gonna be. My input was totally taken seriously. Holly Hunter referred to me as a natural and wanted me to open my character up more and really interact with her more, so that was a bigger paycheck because I got a few more lines, but we really got along well, and it was an absolute privilege and honor to work with her, not to mention that I do have one line with Al Pacino, which is, it's pretty funny, and I think I pulled it off really well. And being on set with them for 3 days, having my own trailer, you know, doing stunts, just was crazy business. So for all of you guys out there who think you cannot be discovered, you totally can. Secondary part of the story is, out of the blue in February, I received a call from the casting director, who I didn't say his name, John Williams, and he told me that the director, David Gordon Green, wanted to work with me again. And I have a Planters Peanuts commercial coming out pretty soon. I don't do any talking in it, a lot of reactionary stuff, more of a featured extra, but I was, blown away that the director decided to work with me again. I now have an agent. I've been on about 9 or 10 auditions. Haven't really landed anything yet, but I have one coming up in a couple weeks where they requested me specifically, which is wow. And I'm keeping my fingers crossed. I just wanted to share my story and start out a new chapter on my YouTube channel, and hope that you understand that no matter how old you are, you can do it. And that sounds so cheesy. You can do it, but you can make it happen. I did. So, yeah. That's that.